Hi, I'm Louise from Emotional Detox, and just so that you know, there's a link directly from here to my website. So if at any point you want to just switch to that from this conversation, you can do it very easily from the link that's on this post. It's emotional-detox.com. So I'm going to share with you today about, I think it's a serious topic actually, but I'll probably make light of it at some point or another. It's about healthy energy boundaries. Now, I've had a lot of people get in contact with me lately about the way that they feel. You know, they've either got symptoms of ME or chronic fatigue, they're feeling oppressed or invaded by, heavy energies, toxic ties with people, ex-boyfriends, people they can't seem to sort of shake off, constantly feeling like their energy is kind of under their own energy system and their auric field, or even right in their body. And whilst I completely understand and have compassion for this, and of course, I'm very sensitive myself. But I think the point I want to make here is that that kind of vulnerability is very much linked to core personal soul energy being in some way fractured, or you're not actually in your personal power. You're not identifying with the source of who you are, because the source of who we really are is unity consciousness. It's the perfection, it's the love, it's the light, it's the innocence, and the containment of that and the wisdom is all about knowing that. Now, we can incarnate, of course, and completely forget that, and the wondrous journey is back into a remembering and an ownership and an identification with that sovereign energy, which is our sovereign power. And in recognizing it and owning it and living out from it, it is its own protection. Now, I am not disputing the fact that actually, because we do step away from that, or forget, or remember and then forget, or whatever we do, and have all our different explorations and journeys and discoveries and adventures into anything but love and light and wellness and health and well-being and our identification as part of source. And when we kind of step off and have those adventures, we do in lifetimes accumulate toxic energy from other people, and where we don't resolve it and where we don't know who we are as source, the residue of that is that we feel fractured and can come in fractured, or can get our source energy can get fractured. And so that's how other people's energies can get right into the core of us. So that can feel very much like a sort of very heavy body experience, like people feel it in their bones even. And what I'm saying is that that can be healed, but it is about a conscious alignment and reconnection and an acceptance and a willingness to own your personal power. And because we're born into these situations where we can experience anything but our personal power, this can be a very frightening thing to take on. So we defer, we wait for other people to give us permission to do this, that, and the other. But the reality is for us is that until we are willing to step back into our power, we are going to be vulnerable and we're going to be susceptible to other people's energies. And especially in toxic relationships, where either people are purposefully drawing on our energy because they're needy and they don't realize it, or they get off in some way from having power and control over others. And other times we just willingly give it away because we're unwilling to own our personal power, because it's either too scary, or we've got inhibitions, or we feel shame. There can be all sorts of reasons why we won't step into our own personal power. So a lot of what I do with people, whether I am clearing toxic ties and links and cords and hooks that are into your own energy field, it also must be a conscious process of realignment into your truth. So that has to be done by a conscious method, talking to you and helping you drop back into that space of personal awareness and personal power. And that's an enlightening process, and one I feel that's incredibly necessary. But in doing so, what happens is that you clean up your own energy and you stop bleeding out into other people and making other people responsible for the fact that you're completely drained, and therefore your energy becomes in its own way needy and toxic. So this is not about blaming, it's about recognizing and being responsible and taking the action that's required to realign yourself with your own truth and your own power. Not easy, but definitely doable. And because, of course, have I been flatlined by other people's energy? Absolutely. So I really know what I'm talking about here. And have I got involved with the wrong kind of people? Absolutely. Which is why I know in the end, you've got to make a clean break. It's not easy, but it's definitely preferable to, feeling like you are a victim or feeling like you don't have the power to step into your power, because we all do. We've all been born equal in that respect. So how I help people is, first off, I think if you are serious and you want help with this sort of thing, whether it's because you feel toxic energy invading you, or it's in your home, or it's in your business, or it's in your relationships, then of course I do the energy clearing work. But what I advise is people give me a call first, so that we really I can get a good sense of where you're at and what you need and what's going to be the next best step forward. So please, if you're serious, and only serious people, because I don't have the time or the energy to waste with people who just want to stay in their victimhood. If you're really clear and you want to step forward, then please do give me a call or text me. That would be really great, and then we can set something up and move forward. So you can follow me on Facebook. If you like my page, and my page is Emotional Detox, that has a yellow dandelion. You can link, as I say, right through to my website, and that is at from here you can link straight through. That's www.emotional-detox.com. And you can follow my posts or subscribe to my posts on YouTube. So that's it from me. That's Louise Smart at Emotional Detox. I also do stress management. So if you're, working and need to get back to work because you're off work through stress, that's a very good program. As my background is in stress management, clinical stress management. I have clinical experience in stress management. So, and also do couples therapy, emotional detox, and I have a specialist program for healing and recovery for child sexual abuse. So please get in contact, please share this, and thank you very much for listening. That's Louise Smart, Emotional Detox. Bye for now.